All right, you guys, it's Sunday, my Friday, and this car has been outside. It's been rained on. It's got a layer of, maybe road grime, dust, maybe some bird bombs on there. I'll show you guys a little bit of that. And I need to wash it today, so I'm going to use the Detail Co. I'm going to start out with their high pH soap. And the reason I'm going to use that is mainly because it's for organic substances. So stuff like the grease or the kick up off the floor, the road grime, and maybe the bird bombs and stuff like that. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use it in a foam cannon. We're going to use this at 1 part product, 10 parts water. All right. So I've got about 500 milliliters of water, and I'll put about 50 milliliters. So maybe a little under 2 ounces. And that'll work for that in the foam cannon. Then once I'm done foaming it, let it sit a little bit. I'll rinse it off, and then I'm going to do a hand wash with the pH neutral. Well, it's just neutral soap, but I would assume it's pH neutral. And this is going to be nice, good to wash everything down, get it all cleaned up with the hand contact wash. And then we'll go from there and we'll check it out. So guys, stay tuned for the video. Let's rock and roll. All right, guys, first up, I've got about 50 milliliters. This is the high pH soap. So we're going to put it into the foam cannon. We've got 50 mils right here. 500 mils of water. So that's 1 to 10. Now over here, we've got a bucket filling. They say 1 to 2 capfuls. I've got an ounce. All right, let's put that inside there. Clean this out, and now I'm going to fill this up. All right, we're all set. We got the 500 milliliters, 550 milliliters of solution here. Let's foam it on. We'll let it dwell and we'll rinse it off. This is high pH Detail Company soap. All right, so it foams really well. Let it dwell a few minutes here. So now I'm gonna take the pressure washer, rinse it off. Let's see how much cleaner it got the vehicle just by that. Okay, so after rinsing the vehicle, it does look a lot cleaner, but there are some still some spots that it did not remove. Let me show you. So on this side, we have these, like pollen. You can see how it turns yellow there. The pollen on the hood, it got rid of the bird bombs, a lot of the dirt. Over here, we had some spots, and it got rid of most of them, left a little bit here. This is kind of something a little sticky, feels like. So it could be, you see it there? Could be some tar or, well, there's no more tree up there, it's over here, but it could be something sticky like that. As for the rest of the vehicle, we had some dirty spots here, and a little bit of dirt, but we're going to hand wash it, so that's all right. All right, so let's get our wash mitts. I'm going to go ahead and get busy hand washing. Now inside here we have the neutral soap, and I have an ounce to 3 gallons of water here. All right, guys, so I'm done hand washing the car. There's plenty of suds in the bucket. On the car, I've kind of been washing back and forth. Probably took me a few minutes, but you can see it's not full of suds. There's still a little bit there, but they're dying off there. So let me get going and rinse the car. Now, mind you, this car is coated, and normally I would probably use a low pH soap to clean the coating, like a mineral cleaning type soap. So they have a low pH soap as well. But let's just see how this does once I'm done rinsing it on the coating, if it's still beating up pretty good. Tell you what, the coating around the doors, and it might be the other side, but it has been, one was like a sealant, whatever it was. Two of the doors were kind of failing, so the other side looks good. Let's check out this side. Now, I do remember I had put a layer months ago of some, I think I used Polish Angel on here. So this could have just cleaned everything, and that's what we're seeing because it's beating really, really nicely now. Let me finish rinsing this. We'll talk in a minute. All right, and since I'm at the point where everything is nice and clean, actually, I like the beads a lot, but I want to make sure, put a little more protection. I'm going to pull out the Hydro Blue Pro from McKee's 37. This is a spray and rinse SiO2 coating, sealant coating. You know, you're coating the car with it, not a coating in the general sense, but this lasts about 2 months very strongly, and this is the Pro version, so even better. It's stronger than the regular version. I think it's like 1 to 4 from the concentrate, if I'm correct. The regular version is like 1 to 10. All right, so a product like this, you get it. The car is wet. You spray the car. Look, it's been so long since I used it. The blue has actually solidified in the tip there. So there it is. You can see a little bit there. Let's spray it on here. It's not hot at all. You guys don't want to do this in a hot day. But there we go. We've got that side. Let me grab my pressure washer. And just like that, we've gotten amazing hydrophobics and beads. I mean, I'm gonna show you right now. They are just jumping up and the water's jumping off. So check this out. I mean, guys, the stuff is just so potent, especially the Pro version, that the car is clean now. You know, clean with the high pH, neutralized, soap washed, hand agitated, cleaned, and then resprayed with protection. It beads like crazy. Got to dry this thing now. That's it. Amazing. All right, guys. So in using a product, and this doesn't just go for the McKee's one, but any of these spray and rinse type products, they got this SiO2 in them, and they work on glass. I'm in the shade here, it's not hot, but even then they can streak. Let me show you. So can you see that right there? This stuff, there's stuff right here. There you go. Can you see that? And it's not really bad. It's not all over, but it is right here. A little bit, usually around these areas, because when you dry the car, it comes off. Sure, it comes off, a little bit of wiping. Here, look at, I can see it right here, or right here. See that? So that's the case with many of these spray and wipes, or spray and rinses. So what you got to do is get a glass cleaner. In this case, I got Detail Co's glass cleaner. Give it a little spray. I'll just spray around those areas. All right. And you just wipe them real good. I just go along the sides, because at the end I wipe right through the middle. And usually it's not on the front windshield at all. It's these side ones, because you're spraying the door panel and it kind of sprays up and gets in the way. So just wipe them down like that with a nice good glass cleaner like the Detail Co over here. And look at, gone, gone, gone. Very simple. Keep an eye out for it. Don't just send the car and think that it's all right. Check the glass. So I'm just cleaning the wheels. I'm doing a little waterless wash here, because I really didn't wash the wheels at all. And I'm getting them ready. You can use whatever waterless wash you want. And I'm gonna wipe the outside of the tire, because I'm gonna be putting some dressing on there. I'll show you. All right, guys, for the tire dressing, we're gonna use the Envoke. This is their ceramic tire dressing. It's fantastic. It's not too shiny. It's a low sheen. It's hydrophobic. It lasts several weeks, 2 into 3 weeks at least. And it's just fantastic to use. Let me show you how I apply it. Shake it up, spray it on, and just wipe it in. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Today we wanted to do a nice cleanup on the vehicle here. I wanted to use some of the Detail Company's, Detail Co. How do you say that? Detail Co soaps. So I chose 2. And let me ask you real quick, did you see where I made the mistake? I'll tell you right now. I chose 2 soaps, a high pH and a neutral soap. So I was gonna use the high pH for the initial foam, and then I was gonna use the pH neutral soap for the bucket wash. Well, I ended up pouring the high pH in both the bucket and the foamer. So anyway, everything works out fine. So we use this at 10 to 1. All right, 50 milliliters to 500 milliliters in the foam cannon, and 1 ounce to about 3 gallons in the bucket here. This stuff does a fantastic job, and it got rid of about 85% of the debris on there just with foaming. It foams nicely, it cleans well, and it rinses off very well. Inside the wash bucket, I did a nice hand wash. I did it without gloves. This is high pH. It's biodegradable and safe for your hands, so no problem there. Sorry I didn't get to use the neutral soap. Next time, or if you guys have it, that would be the time to use it in your wash bucket for a nice lubricating hand wash. So from there, we washed everything off. I wanted to add some protection. I got the McKee's Hydro Blue Pro. That means it's about 4 to 1. If you buy the concentrate, you mix it down to 1 part product and 4 parts water, all right? And that's what you're gonna get here. If you buy the regular, it's like 1 part product and 10 parts water, if I remember correctly. But this stuff is hydrophobic. You spray it on the car that's been washed, wet, you rinse it off, and it is hydrophobic. At least 2 months out of this baby. You don't want to use it in the sun, you want to use it in the shade, and you want to go over all the windows afterward with some glass cleaner. That's where we got Detail Co's glass cleaner. We cleaned all the windows. This stuff works really, really well. It's a foaming aerosol. Fantastic. From there, I got my waterless wash. I cleaned all the wheels real quick with a waterless wipe down, and I grabbed some Envoke ceramic tire dressing. This stuff you spray it on. I sprayed it on kind of heavy in the beginning, but even like that, it really darkens the tire. It's never ultra shiny, it's not gooey, and you know, it doesn't have that sticky, solventy feel to it. This stuff is a nice darkening product, and it'll last for 2 to 3 weeks, and it repels water. So a great product by Envoke. The car is looking fantastic. It is cleaned, protected, and glossy now, guys, ready to go. I showed you the results. Tell me what you think if you've used these products, and did you notice right in the beginning I wasn't putting this soap in, that I just poured this twice? Did you catch that right away? Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later.